Welcome to Great Times with Games in my playthrough of Gaslands Refuelled, a game of post-apocalyptic vehicular mayhem. This is a game where you'll build your vehicles and have them either race or complete objectives against another team. Either way, they'll be fighting for their lives and the privilege to go to Mars. Today I'll be playing mostly solo, although my kids did pop in constantly to roll dice and make decisions about one of the teams. And the scenario is the Arena of Death. I've set up a 4x4 table where each team will place a spawn point and then all their vehicles within short range of it. There are several heavyweight and medium weight obstacles spread evenly around, but there are also some volatile obstacles that will explode if you collide with them. And I've even added some treacherous terrain to help cause some chaos. This ended up being a much longer session than my other ones, so I divided it up into 2 videos. Hopefully, the second video will be up very soon. Alright, let's meet the teams, starting with the Order of the Inferno. I didn't build this team specifically for today's scenario. I actually pretty much built the models before I even knew how I was going to build each vehicle on paper. Looking through my horde of cars, I saw a common theme and knew right away which team they would fit in. I'm pretty happy with the way they came together, and once I started adding upgrades and weapons, I ended up pretty close to 100 points if not right on the nose. Now let's look at the Wardens. Like the Inferno crew, this was another team I had already pre-built before I decided to do this video. The theme here was vintage cars. I believe they're all from the 60s and 70s. Since the theme is that they're all prisoners, I decided all the vehicles would have steel meshes to keep the prisoners from escaping. And I wanted to make all of them seem like they had been through many Gaslands events. So I damaged them in different ways, sometimes removing doors or adding dents and holes. Hey, let me know which team you like better. Okay, now to see how they perform. The Order of the Inferno is set up in the northern edge of the arena, and this will be my main team, while my kids will control the Wardens for the most part, which are in the south end. Before these vehicles start moving though, this is the Arena of Death, and that means that we need to add in 2d6 turrets. I roll a 10. Alright then, we alternate placing them all around the arena. It seems both teams want to put them directly into the other team's path. So be it. The audience on Mars wants to see carnage, so they will. Overall, they ended up placed pretty evenly. There's no way of avoiding them with so many on the table. Alright Gaslands fans, let's get this going. Gear Phase 1! The Wardens have pole position and decide to start with Max the Mad. He'll do a short straight to start. Gains a free shift, skips rolling skid dice and gears up to Gear 2, gaining a hazard. Max and the turret have clear shots on each other. The turret shoots at the end of movement, so it shoots now. Max the Mad can only evade 1, and that's the first damage of the game. He wants revenge and shoots back with double machine gun fire. Some good damage, but not quite enough to destroy the turret. I'll be placing these tiny dice on the turrets to mark damage throughout. Next it's Tremors, also opting to use the short straight and use the free shift to move up to Gear 2. The turret activates and shoots. Tremors also takes their first point of damage. They shoot back with 3 crew, unloading a minigun and 2 handguns for 6 dice. Pow! And just like that, the first turret has been removed. Over on the south side, Red Sonja is up next. She does a medium straight, which gives her a free shift result, allowing her to follow the others in passing on rolling skid dice and gearing up. Looks like by not turning right away, Red Sonja might not be in the range of the turret, so at least for now, Red Sonja escapes getting shot at. Flametop's turn now, and they are going with a medium straight, which should set them up for a shot at the turret. They'll gear up first though into second, taking a hazard of course. Oh, actually Flametop is just out of range, so neither will have a shot this turn. So that takes us next over to Rami, moving up into second gear as well, but no incoming shots from the turret as they only activate once a gear phase. Rami's 2-man crew shoots their handguns. 2 hits and another turret is destroyed. If they hadn't taken out the turret, next turn would have been a sure collision. Time for the Order of the Inferno's full go to get a move on it. A medium straight, passing on the skid dice roll and gearing up into second. Let's see if the turret does some damage. 0 hits, and Fogo is free to fire back now, but misses as well. The Fisherman is up, and slow rolling with a short straight, hoping to not get shot at. He puts it in second gear and moves up. The turret does have a shot after all. Oh wow, that's a hard hit! Luckily he got one evade, but still a tough one to take. He shoots back with 2 handguns and puts 1 damage on the turret. Now the other monster truck, Heatwave, going with a short straight and putting it in second gear. Unfortunately, it's out of range for a shot on the turret. Last up this gear phase is Joe Babby. He'll stick close to the Fisherman as he really doesn't have more maneuver room, and go with the medium straight here. He's in second gear and out of range of both turrets. So that's it for the first gear phase of the game. So far, 2 turrets were taken out, but already the teams have started to take damage. How much will they take before they start shooting on each other? Alright, let's move on to gear phase 2. The Order of the Inferno hold pole position this turn, so go first. I'll move Tremors first and put him in position to take out the turret with a short straight. 2 shifts, great roll. I'll shift up to third gear and cancel a hazard. Time for the turret to shoot. Holy 4 hits, Batman! And no evades! Let's shoot back with everything. Only 2? Wow, what a terrible exchange that was. Max the Mad is up and he's going to go around that obstacle with a gentle turn. Still passing on the skid dice since he gets the bonus shift result. He'll put it in third gear and take a hazard. Over to Fogo, he's going to try and avoid a collision with the turret. Hard turn. Does he make it? Just barely! Let's roll some skid dice. Oh boy, let's push it. I don't want to have him stuck in front of my monster truck, so let's put him in third and take the hazards. Hopefully next turn we can remove those. The turret attacks now. It misses. Fogo shoots back with 2 handguns and also misses. At least he didn't take any damage. The Fisherman is up for the Wardens. Going to turn into that turret, but skid dice first. Nice! The shift cancels the slide and the other one to gear up to third. Ooh, looks like it's our first collision. The monster truck thrives on collisions with his Battle Hammer perk, which allows it to add its hazards as extra smash dice. So gear 3 plus heavyweight adds 2, and then 2 hazards makes it a 7 dice smash attack. That turret is annihilated. But he also took heavy damage. That's rough. Let's finish up the movement as the turret is a destructible obstacle and vehicles move past them upon collision. Let's move on to Flametop. They've still got the turret in their way, so let's go for a short straight and hope to take it out. The skid roll isn't great though. Let's push it and re-roll. That's a little better. We'll gear up and cancel that hazard. Since the turret has already activated, we don't have to worry about getting shot. Let's just destroy it instead. 2 handgun shots. Miss! Red Sonya's up. She'll turn the corner here with a turn maneuver. Not what she was looking for, so we'll push it. Well, she'll cancel the slide, keep the spin, but won't move up into third gear. She'll spin 0 degrees as she's where she wants to be. Turret firing. 2 hits. 0 evades and Red Sonja is down 2 hull points. She'll shoot back with machine gun and handgun, but fail to hit. That was a terrible exchange for the Wardens. Heatwave is up and he'll have to turn or head straight into that building. I decided for a hairpin turn and roll some skid dice. Not bad. So a shift cancels the hazard and the other puts him in third gear. Yikes. That hairpin was a little too much. Well, let's see if I can at least do some damage to that turret with 2 handgun shots. 2 hits. At least something good came out of that turn. Rami is up and he's in the clear, but doesn't want to run into Max the Mad, so he'll just do a short straight. His skid roll is terrible though, and he'll push it. Well, that didn't work. He won't be able to gear up, and he'll pick up a crap ton of hazards to boot. I mean, he doesn't end in a terrible position. It's just too bad he wasn't able to get into third gear. Since all of the Order of the Inferno vehicles have already activated, we'll go to Joe Babby and see how he maneuvers around his buddy, the fisherman. The skid roll is good, allowing him to put it in third gear and cancel a hazard. I'm not sure he'll avoid that scrap pile obstacle next turn though. Alright, let's see if he has a shot on the turret in front. Oh, that's too bad. Looks like it's just out of range. And with that, we're done with Gear Phase 2. I think next gear we're going to have some vehicles come close enough for shots. Gear Phase 3. Back to the Wardens with pole position and starting with Max the Mad. Going for a left turn. Oh, he doesn't want to slide here or he'd collide with the boulders. Better. The shift will cancel the slide, but he'll still pick up 2 hazards and not be able to move up to Gear 4. Alright, turret attack. 3 hits! He's able to evade 1. Now he'll shoot back with a double machine gun. 2 hits. That turret is still standing. We can see Fogo off in the distance. Not long before they engage. Before that though, Flametop has no choice here but to collide with the turret. They'll do a medium straight and get a bonus shift. Wow, that's horrible. Much better. Shift to cancel a slide and the other shift to cancel a hazard. Otherwise, after the collision, they'd end up with 6 hazards and would wipe out. Let's do the collision. It's a head-on smash attack, so the gears get added up. 3 for Flametop and 0 for the turret. They exchange hits and the turret is destroyed. Since the turret is destructible, they'll continue their movement to the end of the template. But they're in a tough spot with 5 hazards. It's the fisherman's turn and he'll be looking to fit in between his teammates and the obstacle to the left turn. His skid dice check is amazing. He'll gear up and remove 2 hazards. Here's where things get really interesting. He'll first fire a handgun at the turret and miss, but now he'll fire his harpoon at Fogo. That's 4 hits! Fogo evades 1, but 3 get through. A harpoon doesn't actually do damage. It first spins the targeted vehicle, then each hit moves it 1 short straight forward. And bam! Collision! Bear with me here. That's Gear 4 plus Fogo's Gear 3, plus 3 hazards from Battlehammer, and plus 2 from Heavyweight for a 12 dice smash attack. 8 hits! Fogo survives! Both vehicles take 2 hazards, putting Fogo at 7. Wipeout. He'll have to do a flip check in Gear 3. I roll a 1! That means 2 damage and Fogo is wrecked. I think I should have moved Fogo a medium straight here as a flip, but at the time I thought because they were touching he would not move. My kid did rotate Fogo as he would move out of the way of Max the Mad. He didn't want to rotate it enough to collide with the turret though. So now Fogo is officially wrecked and moves a short straight forward. Let's see if it explodes, especially since Fogo is carrying ammo. No explosion. What a turn! Let's not forget, a wreck gets the Order of the Inferno an audience vote. This is far from over and Tremors wants revenge. They'll turn left and roll 2 spins. Let's push it. Not better. So let's slide and take 3 hazards from that die roll. They didn't end up in a bad spot, but now they won't activate next gear phase, and that hurts already down a vehicle and outnumbered from the start. Joe Babby is in a tough spot and he tries to do a hairpin to avoid the obstacle. But it doesn't work and we've got another collision. Let's roll some dice first. Well, the shift will cancel a spin and that's that. Now onto the collision. It's a heavyweight obstacle, so it's 5 hit dice versus 3 evade. 2 hits and no evades. Well, at least next time he can ignore that obstacle and drive straight through it. Heatwave is next and they may end up doing the same thing as Joe Babby. They'll try a hard left. And it works! That's a hazard for the turn and the roll isn't great, but at least it wasn't a collision. The turret shoots but they evade. Heatwave shoots back but doesn't hit either. However, now the fisherman is in range of his minigun. 2 hits! And no evades. The two monster trucks are facing each other now, so I would expect fireworks next phase. Gear Phase 3 is done and the teams have finally come into range of each other. And that's it for now. The action-packed second half of Gaslands should be up soon. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe to Great Times with Games. See you next time.